Oh man, that's what I'm saying. You see, they start the electronic stuff, right? Because they see us doing well, they see us a trucking, right? And I told you, they start trying to play games on the phone. It's all these platforms, all these corporations, all these companies. But we ain't gonna let them stop nothing over here. Ain't nothing stopping over here, homie. You understand? But yeah, we on your block, Penguin, because it ain't your block. All these blocks are mine, and I run them. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, there we go. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. But yeah, what I was saying, what you said means everything to me. Thank you. Um, I really need that. It is hot as hell. Uh, and I'm gonna walk right in here every day, anytime I want to. I'm gonna go in what buildings I want. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm not asking for nothing. I'm not asking you, Karens, for your opinion. I'm not asking for your permission. We got a bunch of Karens on the internet. Want to have an issue with everything I do. Like I'm not like I don't have the same rights as every other human being. I can go where I want, do what I want. I didn't ask you. I don't come to you for permission. You don't run me. See, you got you got reality real confused. Feel me? But it's all good. I noticed that they ain't really giving me a hard time anymore or telling me much anything because they can't. Number one, hold up. But yeah, you're right, honey. That's the attitude that we have, and that's the right attitude. Is you can't be stopped. Folks can't stop nothing. I mean, it's the truth. They really can't. You know, they've done everything they possibly can. These corporations, corporate America, the government, all these businesses out here that are whack, all these individuals that are whack, all these jealous folks, random people driving around. Pretty much everyone has done everything they can to try to stop me and what we're doing here and your boy. You know, I wouldn't say so much what we're doing, but they try to stop me from being able to succeed and make my money. It's even in the Dark Knight Returns. He has this moment, this dream, and he says, I used the quote on one of the shorts, and he says, "You try to hold me back." And he talks just like me. It's crazy. The voice, you got to watch that with me, honey. It's just surreal how realistic it is. It's spot on to who I am and what I do. And it says, "You try to hold me back." Right. And he's talking, it sounds like he's talking about like whoever did whatever they did to, what Batman went through concerning his parents. And like, it's just crazy, man. It just how the story all matches up. That's what I went through with my father. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. Um, the whole thing is crazy. You know what I mean? The whole scenario is crazy. Just how similar it is to my life. It's just impressive. God gave me a word today. He said it's time to leave. That's what he said. He said it's time to go. God said it's okay to leave. But I don't know what he's talking about because I ain't got nowhere to go. I ain't got nowhere else to go. You know what I mean? Yet. But what I keep saying downloads on, and you see some on the wall, is that all this money is coming. So I think all the money is going to come right around the corner. And I think we're going to get it all pushing and moving here. I think Christina's going to be here like right around the corner. That's what I think. And I think we're going to be good and have what we need and start our new life. We already talked about it. We don't need to let these people know, honey, but we talked today about a place that we like and where we might want to go and try to live and stuff. So let's do it. Bear with me a minute here, honey. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to come off mute in just a bit. Just wait for me, okay? I'll be right back on here. Now, I'll message you right now. It's hot as hell. It is super hot. But yeah, like I said, ain't nothing easy about what I do, right? And I for sure don't got time for nonsense and antics, right? What I got time for is what I'm here to do. And these folks, they're mad phased about what I do everywhere. Down here, online, offline, all these wage slaves that work their regular little jobs. Folks is phased. Folks can't deal with it. They can't handle it. They're like, how the hell is he doing all this? You know, did it all with Christina and God, made it all happen. It's amazing. Again, I need the crowd to show us some support here. This guy's looking, what's up? I need the crowd to show me some support here so we can get this going, right? But all right, I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, like I said, this you're not a country if you don't protect your border. Like I said, they sealed everybody in here. They did what they did, and they did it on purpose so that we could have all the problems and problematic individuals here. You know, and it's always creating problems for Americans, and they come in with the fake fix, the fixer, it's the fixer, quicker picker upper, and they pretend that they're going to fix the problems that they literally are responsible for. That's what this government is famous for, just like starting issues and problems with distant countries and then trying to blame it on the American people, and starting it with them and then blaming them and pointing the finger and labeling them. It's the famous government tactic that this country uses. I mean, our government doesn't speak for us. That's what these other countries need to understand. You folks need to wake up. People are so naive. I mean, you try to teach people the concept that there's a shadow government and they look dumbfounded. I mean, it's not that difficult to digest, brother. All these folks have dinner together, all of them. I mean, there's something called a shadow government. The elitists, the Illuminati, Freemasons, right? They're not elites. I mean, to be elite, you got to have knowledge that other people don't have. Y'all ain't got nothing. You got to have money. Being elite, you got to be doing elite things. Batman, that's the true elite, right? That's why I just operate sovereign independently, and folks don't get it. Ain't nothing fake over here. I'm not asking for no authority. My authority is divine authority from God. We move for real and we do what we want. That's it, and ask questions later. You understand? Like I said, the truth is that we operate above the feds, right? Like I said, I built this all by myself. You know what I mean? But I have Christina and God with me, and they definitely helped me to build it. God did all of this, and Christina did all of this. If it wasn't for Christina helping me to save my bank account that other month, I would have never gotten to this point. So just know that I'm eternally grateful, honey, and I never forget. I never forget. But yeah, we're already discussing where we want to live at because we're going to be getting more stuff, all our own stuff. We're going to be getting everything brand new. Like I said, we use this as a base to operate out of, but I think that's a perfect idea. And I'm not going to tell these people our business if I can, remember not to bring it all up. But I think that's a great idea. Personally, I think it's a great idea. I think it'll work perfectly. And I think 100% is what we should do. So Christina and I are pretty much decided, I think, and we have a somewhat of a plan of what we're going to be doing, and very excited about it. It's all new stuff for me, new territory. So, and for her, so it'll be super fun. I told her what's going on. Harlem needs Batman, man. If you remember what happened in the movie, in the Batman Begins movie and all that, do y'all remember what happened? Because they're doing the same thing right now in Harlem. Did y'all hear about it with the water vapor? I mean, that's not coincidental. These things don't just happen, especially when you're talking about main water supplies. And this is a water supply in Harlem. I mean, yeah, New York, they do kind of not care. Like, they'll build buildings over like mold and stuff. Like, they just don't care. They'll just build. Even Steve said that when he worked up there, he said that they would just build over whatever's there and paint it and make it look like it's not there instead of fixing it and cleaning it up. Which to some extent makes sense because who the hell wants to get near something like that and you're not supposed to? So I kind of get it, but at the same time, if that's like you're building and you're leasing to people, you got to let them know these things. And either way, you should have some kind of people with like special equipment or whatever that can, that can do it. They have people who do that, but companies and businesses are cheap and they all fail, like I told you, so they don't want to ever pump money into what they're supposed to help their customer. See, that's the difference between us and what we do and what other people do. We're really out to help the people. Um, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with the Wofford situation. I talked to Christina about it, and I'm just kind of sitting back watching. It's kind of funny and entertaining because, I mean, it's just that I like the idea of it. I like the concept. I like anything that's going to help people, especially helping like the homeless and stuff and the people who really need help. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just the fact that you do have to kind of be in a position to help yourself, but there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. I mean, that's awesome. It's a beautiful thing, but when you're bringing them homeless folks out there in the middle of like the Sahara Desert, in the middle of New Mexico, Deming or whatever, or near Deming on the outskirts in the desert, bro, them people are going to start wilding out when they get hungry and thirsty. They're going to start flipping. So, like, I'm just tuning in because it's going to be exciting because he said they may be coming out there tomorrow morning. Good luck. Good luck to that. I mean, the minute that they don't have no water and they 12 miles out of town, they're going to be flipping, bro. They're going to do whatever it takes to get some water, meaning they're going to come to you. And if you don't have water, I mean, they're going to flip, right? I love you more than anything, so thank you. Everything you're telling me means everything to me, so please know that's what I needed to hear. So just please know I love you more than anything. And I'm doing all this for you, so, I mean, seriously, I do this for people too and for me, myself, but I do it for you. I want, ow, that hurt. Oh, the leg got hot. I want you to be able to depend on me in this too. This is going to be a huge business, and we're going to be doing a bunch of couples content. But yeah, no, I want a break. I would like a break, and then I can tell you when I'm ready to start doing the Batman thing, and yeah, we'll get everything together. He's going to help me with everything, so we get everything situated. That way, I'm good when I go out and be Batman and do what I'm doing. And it's not going to be action all the time. A lot of it will be just walking around and talking to people. But there's going to be some action. I can guarantee it. I just already know. So it is what it is. Let me see. Oh, thank you, honey. That's so sweet. That's how I feel about you. Always have felt that way about you since day one. It's honestly the truth. I think I felt that way about you right out the gate. So it is what it is. The dad's waving at me. He's like, "What the hell? It's Batman. I'm Batman." But yeah, like I said, let people do what they do. Tell themselves what they want. It is what it is. I'm looking at like the older men, and the older men are tripping because they just see Batman go by, and they're like, "What the hell?" Like those are like the best moments doing this. You know what I mean? But thank you, honey. That seriously means everything to me. So that's all I care about. It's the fact that you love me and love me that much. And I've always felt that same way about you, seriously. In tenfold, it's limitless, unconditional love, truly. But yeah, the most epic moments doing this are like when he's in the tumbler and he engages it into the bat pod. And you remember how them guys, those are the moments I have that like I love. You remember how them guys were sitting there and he's eating like the Thundercloud sub or Subway sandwich? It looked like a Thundercloud. And he's eating his sub or like a sub from somewhere, you know. And the older man, they look like they're a work crew, look almost like, you know, like homeless guys, but they're like a work crew. They're just working folks, working class citizens. And they're out there at night and it looks like they got done and they're eating. And they're like they just did a job for something, labor or whatever, construction or something. And he's just looking and they see the tumbler, you know, come through the barrier and flip and land upside down and all that. Like those are the moments that like are just, I mean, they're priceless. I mean, those are the kind of moments I'm gonna be having as Batman. I'm having them right now just walking because these older men will just look. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's just pretty cool, you know, because that's the thing. Like, and he's just looking, and then they're looking at the tumbler and they see it like shifting like tectonic plates, right? Hold on. And then you see Batman come out of there full speed on the bat pod with the cape and everything. And they're like, what the hell? And like, those are the moments that like, I mean, they're just priceless. I mean, and that's the type of moments I've had and I have, but we're going to have more of them. And it's just cool. I mean, it's just awesome. You know what I mean? And like, folks will really just be looking like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, that's really Batman. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, and I hope that it does inspire folks. I know it helps inspire the youth to be what you want to be, man. You know, that's what I noticed a lot of the youth takes away from us. The first thing that come out their mouth, they'll film videos or whatever, and they're like, or they'll type it online, like, you can be anything you want to be. Like, yeah, that's the truth. I'm glad I'm inspiring folks. You can be anything you want to be when you just believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, that's why I always play that one part of that when he's talking, when Ra's al Ghul's talking to Bruce Wayne, and they're in the jail in the prison out there in Taiwan or whatever. When he tells him, if you become more than just a man, if you devote yourself to an ideal, and they can't stop you, then you become something else entirely, which is legend, Mr. Wayne. And that was my whole deal is God, you know, called me and made a calling for me. And I was lost. I was literally in jail. I was in Carriazalis. I was, you know, standing up for my you know what, trying to get out, you know, and be solid and just get out and get back to my life. And went through a whole lot and I won. You know, I stood up to the biggest people in there. I stood up to everybody in every pod. And I think people don't understand that I went through a real thing. This isn't just like, oh, I just woke up and I'm Batman. I went through tons of different stories, phases. I got set up by my own people a million times. I got set up by these weird, you know, groups, just like he does in the movie, and had to, you know, defend myself from them. I mean, it's been a whole ton of crazy stuff, insane stuff, you know, a lot of it that wasn't fun to go through. And a lot of it hasn't been fun because I was just trying to get where like I can live my life and move forward. And I just kept having one thing come after another after another. But it built me, and I'm a product of chaos. I am the chaos. It built me into what I am, and that's what people don't get. I never had a break, man. I had so many things back to back to back, and I just keep trucking, man. And if anything, if I can symbolize anything for the youth and people, it's to be an inspiration that you can do anything you set your mind to and you choose to do. You just got to set your mind to really do it. That really is true. But I mean, you got to learn subconscious. You got to learn law of attraction. You got to learn all that. You got to just learn that when you really make up your mind and you not think but know that you're something and someone, the world will move out your way because they have no choice. Everything in this planet and universe respects purpose. And that was how I found God. I found God by getting in alignment with my purpose. More so, God found me. Had I not done that, I don't know. I mean, I think God would have gotten to me either way. I mean, He found me when I was lost, is the way I look at it. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful thing. I remember even when I was in that jail, they had like a Bible study group. I was going through hell, man. I was literally, trying to just, I was dealing with what I was dealing with physically when these people made their calls to see hospitals. I didn't know if I was going to make it out of there at all. And I mean, I was really suffering. And I was scared, because I was in there by myself. I couldn't even talk to Christina, and everything was just happening, and I couldn't control anything. And I knew that was going to be an issue, and I was going to be blamed for things that were out of my control. And I was just trying to survive and get out. And I gritted the whole way through, man. I remember when they called me out of there, man. I remember I was hanging on by a thread, man. Like I was really, really in bad shape physically. That's what y'all don't get. And it just, like God always does, He came right in the nick of time, and I made it out. And what I had to do just physically for myself to get out of that predicament, hold on, was insane. Wasn't insane. I mean, it's stuff I always do, but I'm just saying I had to do a lot, man, to get through and get to this point. So people just got to understand. You saw the whole thing. I went through the whole thing in front of you. Ain't none of this fake. And that's why I'm built the way I'm built. That's why I do what I do. And that's why nobody else can do what I do. I'm stronger, everything, like in every way. And it's what we need. Your jail days are over forever. Yeah, woohoo! No more bull. No more bull. No more jail for Batman. Woo! Thank goodness. Thank you, God. I know that. I know you're happy about that. I'm ecstatic about that. That sucked. You know what I mean? But that was the thing, Bruce Wayne was in the criminal fraternity for a while, and I've walked the entire Batman journey. So, people can't take credit away from me. This wasn't something I chose. It chose me. God chose me to do this. So it's a pretty surreal thing, man. It's a pretty cool thing, and I'm just glad that it brings inspiration to folks. You know what I mean? Because I was only in the positions I was in because I was standing up to corruption in the first place. I didn't do anything wrong, right? I did what I'm supposed to do, 100% every time. I stood up for myself, and I took everyone on head on, and I won. So, like I said, it's very inspirational. I'm just glad that folks are drawing inspiration from it. And we'll go from there. I'm waiting for these people to turn or whatever they're going to do. Why are you waiting, man? Come on, bro. They'll sit there forever, and then now we got the other ones coming. And they think it's like being nice, and it's like, dude, if you just hurry up and do what you're going to do, you'd move out my way, and then I can get doing what I'm doing, waiting on you. See what I'm saying? They do not know how to drive. You can't drive like non-aggressively all the time. Sometimes you got to, learn how to drive. When I drive, it's like moving cattle. I make sure people get out of my way. I'm just being real. You know what I mean? And those are the best drivers, the one who actually know what they're doing. Here we got another one, just want to take forever. Thank you. Whatever. All right. So yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, we just got to keep on pushing forward. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Like I said, we trying to get to this over this $100 threshold if possible. See what happens with that. I don't know. It's pretty impossible, honey. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Say hi to my friend there too. He's the one who helped me with the quarter yesterday. So shout out to him. And I'm gonna try to help all these people in the end, man. That's the truth. I'm gonna try to bring money to the valley. We could do that, right, honey? But on a real level, we got to help ourselves first, and that's what I'm kind of talking about with the walkers. And you're right, honey. I mean, folks just have to help themselves first, so that they can be in a position to help others. And that's just how it got to be. That's how it works, and that's what it is. And anything else is for the birds. But he's trying. It's going to be a spectacle to see him bringing them homeless folks out there. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't got no issues with nobody. I love everybody equally. I deal with every walk of life. People know that. I've been in shelters a million times, all that. And it's because my walk is the hardest life path there is, and the walk like Jesus. And like I said, when I wear this armor, it's like 30 pounds. I view it, like I told Christina today, like I'm carrying my cross, because that's what God told me to do. He said, pick up your cross and follow me. Carry your cross and follow me. So I did. And that's what people don't get. Like what you're saying is something. I'm making history. This is spiritual, actual, biblical history. All my pain and suffering, that God told me that it was biblical. I didn't know these things. God's the one who told me I was immortal. On my first album, it was called Simpletons. You can look it up. I drew the cover myself. I'm not the greatest drawer, but that was kind of the humor in it. And I have this sign, and it says Anunnaki. All these things came together. Everything I ever talked about on radio or anything, all pertained to reality and me, and made perfect sense with my calling and who I am. So it's just incredible that what I'm realizing and finding out is that I have, like, I don't know if it's called like Arcanian, possibly DNA. I have some kind of special DNA. This dude don't want to get up off me and learn how to think. I have like special DNA, and I think I am possibly like the Anunnaki, which to me sounds like the angels, because I am an angel. I know that for a fact. You want to know what's crazy, honey? There was this one lady on here. I don't know what happened to her. She's older. She was in another country. She used to donate and stuff. And I mean, she's kind of part of the lawsuit, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what all she did. I just know she was kind of doing the same kind of behaviors for a while, and it was aggravating. But she used to come on here, and for a while, it was freaking me out, because she'd come on here, she'd start talking real weird, and that was my thing. Like, you could just tell she was kind of like possessed, and that was what was tripping me out. I mean, it was like, I've been through a lot of scary stuff online with just scary individuals, weird people, and it's not so much that it scares me, but it just trips me out. And these folks would never act like this in front of me. They know better, but I'm just saying. And you know what she would call me? I mean, she kept saying it. And at the time, I'm like, what the hell? And she would say this randomly. And it was like it was a spirit talking or something, like a demon. And it said, that's Annuel. Annuel is like an angel. And that's what they kept saying. So it's like, I've heard demons speak through people my entire life. I've heard my own people say, well, don't worry, you're God's son. And at the time, I'm like, what are you talking about? And then now I realize it's true. Like, not just in the concept that we're all God's children. I'm talking about like literally God's son next to Jesus Christ. And it's just been surreal for me, because I can see everything going on. I can see when the devil uses people and vessels to put these demonic spirits around me to monitor me and try to hold me back, and they'll look right at me. You'll see it right in their eyes. Like I've said before, some of these folks, I've looked in their eyes and seen that they're possessed and seen demons. It's happened to me my whole life. I also exorcise demons without trying, and it's a very difficult thing for me, because I don't know what I'm doing and I don't understand it, and it has tripped me out. It happened in that church group thing with Raul, and the other one to Mark. Mark left, but the one Mark that was like possessed, definitely Raul. Like Raul, it was downright creepy, but I wasn't scared at the time. It was weird. He was just standing there, and I was like in my bed too. And I'm just looking. She's laughing. It's a girl in a good way though. Give them a wave. Fans everywhere. And if not, they're jealous and they're gonna pay me anyway. But yeah, with Raul, it was scary. I'll explain it to you more between you and I, honey, but it was terrifying. I just wasn't scared at the time, and it felt like a vision, but like he was looking right at me, and he just stood there. It was the weirdest thing ever. Like he stopped and just stood there and looked at me, and I guess that's kind of what was happening. Is I was like exercising demons without trying. Um, it was incredible. It was one of the weirdest just experiences I've ever had. And I just can tell that people like that are possessed. It's not even so much that they're all just bad people. It's that they're possessed. Half these folks that are looking at a possible federal indictment, I still got love for you, no matter what you did. Even the ones who called Seton Hospital and had me going through this the last 4 or 5 years or whatever, or longer now. You know what I mean? I still got love for everybody. Batman cares about his villains that are out of their mind. Remember that. I still will help you, because I'm that good of a person. I shouldn't. Nobody else would, but I'm that much of a saint. I'm that good of a person. Seriously. Still got love for everybody. No matter what you did. That's the kind of love that you have to have in the community. You have to have unconditional love. People make mistakes, even though some of them should be unforgivable. You have to always forgive. Because forgiveness is for you. Things happen. It's sad, but things happen as hard as it is. And there's going to be times that you don't want to forgive and you say you never will. And it's okay. It's part of being human. Maybe some things are not meant to be forgiven, but I feel like it's for you. Why hold on to something that's just going to weigh you down? That's the way I look at it. Let them carry that burden. They're the ones who did wrong, not you. That's what narcs always try to do. They try to reverse everything. You expose them, you catch them red-handed, you call them out on their behavior, so they try to start over-talking you. And I don't play like that. You start trying to over-talk me, I'm going to just tell you what it is and give you what you want, and you can go complain and whine. You feel me? Real talk. I'm done playing that game. I'm about sick of it. That's the one thing I don't tolerate. Like when I'm talking, you all be quiet and listen. It's my turn to speak. Then it's yours. You start that fast talking, it's not a good idea. I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do that. Notice when Christina speaks to me, right? And even if she did that, I would just tell her, hey, like, please don't do that. Like, it affects me because it really does. I've seen it too much. I've dealt with it too much because I'm online and I've been bothered with anyone, right? It's a hard thing for me. But that's why I just don't let folks talk to me. But you see how Christina talks to me. She talks to me like a human being. She talks to me very calmly. She's just amazing. She's been the most patient person with me and in general that I've ever met. I mean, she's just made for me, and I have to have someone who's very, very patient. Just being honest, I would choose Christina out of anybody in the world, out of any lineup. I would choose Christina every time. I also think Christina is the most beautiful, most attractive girl that ever has walked the planet, and I'm not joking about that. I mean, first time she sent me a picture, I was like, oh, like what? I was like, wow, you're just beautiful. I mean, just gorgeous, and just looks made for me because we both have that like glimmer in our eye, that gleam of just life and human spirit, and you just tell that we're made for each other. So I don't doubt for 1 second. I know that God is going to put us together and have us together. And she just told me right now today that she's working on talking to me more and having me know everything. So thank you. That's all it was about. That's all. It just helps me because then I know I feel secure. And just like anyone, I want those things too. I want comfort. I'm still going to chase discomfort because I'm Batman and I have to keep my hunger going and keep the passion and fury. I got to keep building myself up, and I'm going to do it when we're together as well. Of course, you're going to see me train a lot and put myself through hell, like probably even worse than this, because then I'll have the money and ability to do it even more to myself. I'm a weird guy. Okay, I wake up, I say I want to do the hardest thing. I mean, I'm wearing 30 pounds, 18 gauge steel armor right now, walking for miles. I mean, nobody wants to do this. I want to do it because I'm crazy, I guess. You know what I mean? And That's what I was taught. That's what God taught me. Chase discomfort. Do something that you don't want to do. Real talk. That's what builds champions. That's what folks don't get. Y'all are going the wrong way. All y'all don't understand. The way to success is pain. It's pain and suffering. You know, it's just like he said in the cartoon. He has the guy. He talks to the guy and he tells him, "You can't do nothing to me." And it's the same with me. I'm divinely protected. I'm ordained by God, and I'm immortal. You know, I didn't call myself that. I didn't know that. God is the one who told me. He said, word for word, he said, "You're immortal." That's what he said. He said, "You don't get it. You're immortal." Like, literally, you're immortal. I've made you immortal. You know, and it's just crazy. Like I said, I was listening to those things about them, like aliens and the Anunnaki. I think that's what I am. And I just didn't know it. Like, I think I am the Anunnaki. Like, I don't know what I am. I don't think I'm like a hybrid, but maybe, I don't know. Like, I know I'm human, I guess, but like, I'm something else. And that's how I'm doing all these things. I mean, it's not how, but I'm a human, but I don't know. I'm just something else. I don't know if I got some kind of different DNA. I'm pretty sure I do, because I can tell, like, when mosquitoes are around, they treat me differently than everybody. It's not even close. They just love me. I have something really, really sanctified within me, and I got the Holy Spirit within me. But I just have come to the conclusion that I really have always been more than human, always, and that like God like tells me these stories that I was like scaring folks when I was like 3 or 4, and they saw that I had gifts, so they tried to keep it under wraps. It all makes sense. That I've been Batman my whole life, and my identity was protected to protect me. It makes perfect sense, because if that cat got out the bag, imagine how much even worse with everything I went through. Imagine how worse it would have been. It's the same thing with Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ was born, what happened to that Pharaoh? He said, "I hear that he's about to be born." He was panicking. It's the same thing they did with me. You know, folks knew I was coming. They knew I was gifted, and I'm the prophecy. There's a prophecy of a child that's born that has gifts and is special, that's like something else from another realm, from a divine realm, and that's me. I am the prophecy. I'm literally Neo in the Matrix. Every movie, every film was talks about the prophecy. It may be depicted in different ways. They're all pretty similar. That's why I reference them all, because they're all my story. You see the point? See, when you wake up to reality and you catch up, you understand what's going on. Yeah, things can work that way. It's not working in the future or backwards. It's just people know. Some entities know the future. They know what's going to happen. It's already ordained. See what I'm saying? It's already written. I mean, it's like Christina told me yesterday, and I totally agree. It's just hard with what I go through, you know, but she said, "Look at all that you've done. Look at all you've come through." I mean, you know in your heart that God is with you. He got you. Like, that is true. I never forget that, you know, but it's just hard with what I go through physically, and human understanding leaning on that. It doesn't look good, you know, but like I said, I've leaned on God this entire time. That's all I got. Every step, every breath is off faith with God. So I'm a walking miracle, and that's what folks don't get. And then for me to bounce back and come back harder and be doing all this is just, it's superhuman. It's unbelievable. But I am the prophecy. I know that for a fact. And there's only one prophecy. So there's no other chosen one other than Christina. She's a chosen one, and she's Catwoman, and I'm not making that up or just saying it. I'm being serious. Christina is really Catwoman, and I keep telling y'all this, and y'all are going to trip, because what's going to happen, hold on, I'm trying to see what the hell that is. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, well, can't do anything about it. We're going to have to make you a suit, honey. Trying not to pass out right here when I lean over like that too long. I'm wearing this, and I do so much every day. I have issues sometimes with like my head. You know, it's just from my brain, from what I went through with the truck and everything, and just trauma and having to yell and stuff, and because of this stuff on here and whatever, just dealing with stress and stuff. But everything, man, I have to reteach myself how to walk. But I am the prophecy. Neo, I'm Neo in the Matrix, all these things. The prophecy is about me. That's what folks don't get. So the reason why I'm so confident, would you not be confident knowing who you are? when you finally wake up and you realize who you are and who you've always been. I probably did this in past lifetimes. I've probably been the greatest warrior over and over again in different lifetimes. It literally tells me word for word. God speaks to me and he's like, you've done this so many times before. Like I think what I am is a reincarnated warrior that keeps coming back. I don't think I know. And that's why my memory is remembering what I know. That's why the greatest martial artist who ever existed. Are you kidding me? I'm self-taught. I'm taught from life experience and survival. I'm taught from actually going through things none of you could even comprehend and coming out and winning against whoever. So, like I said, what I do for a living is not for everybody. It's definitely not a normal career, and it's definitely real. And I'm not asking myself. I'm just being me. See the difference? We got another one with no empathy. But thank you, honey. What you're saying, it means everything to me, truly. Hold on. Keep stepping and stuff, or seeing these smoky grass and all that. Look, that old lady got a kick out of it. That's good. Good. Laughter helps the body and makes you live longer. So if we could put a smile on people's faces, especially the elderly, good. It'll help them. Ah, it's hot as hell. Super hot. Come on, 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 come on. What are you doing? Sitting there. Have to give him a thumbs up and everything. Golly, bro. It's not that difficult, man. I probably already missed it. Try to ask this lady. All right. Well, I missed it, honey, so I guess I'm gonna have to sit here and wait unless I take. Because that's gonna take forever. I need another one. I already missed the one I needed. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. Thank you, honey, so much for saying everything. I'm gonna be stuck here for a second. Unless I walk, but it's really hot. I don't want to walk. You would have got it, man. I think I barely missed it. Dang, I wasn't thinking about it. Well, I hope the next one will take me. It's gonna be like a whole hour. Ah, who wants to donate, son? Give me like a milkshake. Come on, I need $5 for the milkshake. I told you, I'm a professional beggar. And I'm begging. Oh, I'm begging on YouTube. Oh no, what a big deal. Oh gosh. Look, I'm lying on World Star like y'all, except I'm not lying. I want a milkshake. Milkshake, $5, $6, $7, because everything has taxes and expensive as hell. So I can get me a Dr. Pepper milkshake. When are you gonna do it? Who's it gonna be? Huh? Huh? Come on, man. Maybe $5. Hold on, let me see if they do anything. Oh, by the way, that dude that you keep donating and trying to talk, yeah, we don't talk like that. I never read what you have to say. So you keep sending me money, begging for my validation. I can't even see a word you have to say, brother. Try hard. Like I said, folks is funny, man. They don't seem to get it. Like, y'all will never talk to me or access me ever again. You know, why? Because you ain't talking about it. I ain't saying reality. Hold up. See if they donated. All right. Chill out here for a minute. Let me take this off for a second. Oh, that's awesome. Ah, golly, man. Ah. Oh, oh, it's hard being bent. Super hard being bent. Anyway, what's up? Yeah. How's everybody? And like I said, if you want to help me grab a drink somewhere or something, send me some money right now. Please send me enough for a hotel room. I think it's embarrassing for the public, to be honest. Y'all ain't got me no electric bike or electric scooter. Can't even donate enough funds to do anything that's halfway. That is what it is. I agree with you though completely, honey. We gonna get ourselves right. I agree. You gotta do this first. Just not gonna take much. We're gonna have it all. Yeah, we'll get everything right, and we can help others. Thank you for saying that. She said too that she's not ruling out possibly helping the Wofford's. So see about this. I just think you're gonna like it. I think it's gonna be a resource that we use that you're going to want to use. I mean, that land is pretty, and that's the thing. You might, I don't know, we might end up buying some of the surrounding land. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's the thing. It just depends on how we want to do it. Because you're right. I mean, we can rescue animals anywhere. And to be frank, I don't want to really deal with the folks that he's bringing over there. That's the thing. So I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I want to rescue animals. You know, he's trying to do something totally different, but maybe we can help it. I don't know. Maybe we could do it. Maybe we could make it. I mean, they're making it like a retreat thing. Maybe we can make it like almost like a ministry type thing. I don't know. Something with God. It all has to be with God, about God. God is who created everything, creates all this. God's got to be in the picture. But I don't know. See what happens. Let me film a video real quick. Hold up. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. We need some donations, man. That's what we need. Oh, it's just too hot, bro. It's hot. I'm tired. I do not want to walk with this thing on, bro. This thing is like 30 pounds, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired. Why does the sky look so cold? It's the sun. Tired, tired, tired of Robert. Said I'm tired of Robert. Robert, oh, Robert, tired of Robert. See what Charles is up to. Dropped him the link. See what he does. Ball's in your court, Charles. Uh, yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how that goes out there, bringing them folks out there from Denman. That'll be interesting. I don't know if that's a good idea, but too late. He gonna do it. He's set on doing it. So man, I see the vision. I get it. I don't see anything wrong with it, but it's just like, yeah, like, you can't help yourself. You're gonna help them, That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if they realized, like, when you're in town, I mean, yeah, they got tents and stuff, but it might be a little cooler in town than out there in the desert. It's the thing, like, maybe they'll like it. Maybe there's wind. The other thing I'm thinking about, there's animals out there, and I don't know if that's a good idea with the tents. I don't know why Charles didn't think about that. You don't want to be in no tent out there. Can you hear me, honey? Let me know if you can hear me, please. I can find a complaint. If they say that's all I do, I complain and beg. Give me free money. What's wrong with that? Hey, it's my turn to be spoiled. Oh, you are. Oh, I was just saying I don't want to walk with this thing on, honey. It's like 30 pounds. And I really hope that this other last bus comes. This is going to be the last one for the day, I think. And I don't know what to do outside of that. And if not, I hope it at least cools down. But that's going to be a long walk with this thing on. I mean, I've done it, but I'm just tired. I just don't feel like doing it right now. It's going to suck. But yeah, I'm just exhausted, honey. I'm tired. Went hard today. Going hard every day if you haven't noticed. Got a lot of views today. I'm doing good on that. But I was just saying, I agree with what you're saying. You got to be in a position to help yourself before you can help others. Let me see what you said. Hold on. Why don't you go need water? Honey, when we're rich, I'm still gonna beg because I'm a professional beggar. It's what I do. I told these folks, so you all think that you're bums, but I'm a professional bum. You ain't bumming like me. None of y'all. I think that boy 530 on my wrist. Try to tell you. Try to tell you, boy. Oh, hell no. There goes my man says that penguin is witchcraft. I said, you get my wife's name right, penguin. It's your fault, penguin. When this mask drops, it's because of you. That's right. It's because of you, penguin. All because of you. All right. Well, do the experiment. Killing. Oh, I don't want to get up. All right, let's go in here and let's see what they got to drink, I guess. If I don't miss the next one, I don't even know when it comes. That's the problem. I got no idea. I'm going to end up missing it. That's part of the problem, but pretty sure it takes a while. Rob Wacko, Rob Whack Whack. Whack Whack. The way you said it sounds funny with what I said. You said, well, this is your job. So, of course, you're still going to do this. Yep, professional beggar. That's right. Please give me some money. No, I'm a professional Batman. That's right. I just do my begging on the side. I'm good at begging. I am. Can't handle my way through the whole state of Florida. That's one of my badges of honor. That's all. I was good at it. I'm a good actor when I want to be. Got me far in life. I don't know about y'all. It helps me, even though I don't be acting. But yeah, content creators always beg, although it's not begging at all. But whatever. Thank you. I don't think it is either. I think it's part of the game here. Everybody's looking at me. Here, almost looks like one of my friends. They don't. I bet King One has a membership here with his classy snob self. He can afford that $50, but I can't right now. So it is what it is. That's right. I don't. There you go. Somebody wave. It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, people's reactions are just awesome. Like everywhere I walk, it's like it's just funny. It's surreal the response you get. Walk right in here. I'm Batman. I would do it too on camera. I'm not gonna say it too loud, but I'm gonna do it just to see what it'd be some content real quick. It'll go viral. Y'all can edit it all. Hold on. I hate how they always gotta have stuff playing randomly. Like you walk in an area, it turns into a techno trance dance party. Like I'm not here for all that. All right, let's try this. I'm Batman. All right. Yes, honey, we have some stuff out here. It's not like Wofford's out there in the middle of the desert. We don't have everything, but we got a Walmart. We got a couple of little spots. See, I don't know if this is even going to work, if I can even get a drink or anything, because there's like 8,000 people in here. I want to stand at the door and tell them, sorry, sir, we reached capacity. Yeah, like, I don't even think I can get a drink. There's too many people in line. I want to, but I ain't waiting in no line that long because I'll miss the bus. See my point? I don't know if I can even do it if I want to. No, I ain't waiting for these lines. This is crazy. Batman doing Batman things. All right, here we go. See? Man, so it's Batman. You know, it's definitely not Spider Man. Yeah, this ain't gonna work, bro. There's no register that there's not like a mile long line. Sorry. I think I'm gonna just go to that burger spot over here and see what they can do. Maybe. Kind of hard walking with this farmer out. Yeah, not happening. I apologize, corporate America. Apologize. It's my mistake. Oh my goodness. Came in and I didn't buy anything. I don't want this. I can't wait that long. And then they'll look at you like you just did the worst thing ever in humanity. Like, can't wait that long. I got to catch this bus. I don't have a choice. All right. How you doing? Good. All right, John. Yeah. Looks like he knew me or something. See, some folks are nice. It's like a human social experiment. It's a Cobra Mustang, like Steve used to say, on Cobra. All right. It's gonna be a fun part when I start moving around and actually walking around, like talking and dealing with people. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could get something there, but like every line is like backed up to Timbuktu. They really need to fix that because every Walmart I've ever been in, they don't have enough grocery aisles open or enough workers. See, there's hardworking young men like me that instead of having it where I can't even get something to drink so I can get on the bus, you could hire me and I could work all day long and do whatever and then be Batman. You know what I'm saying? And then I have money to fund my business. But no, not down here. You look like me, you don't get to work. That's literally the attitude. We deserve nothing. We don't get to do nothing. You understand? No, you stay in your place. You're 6'2". You don't need nothing. You're too tall. You're huge. And you're good looking. You should be able to make it in the world with nothing. That's pretty much how it is. You're not us. We deserve everything and you get nothing. Really, that's the attitude. Dude, stuff too expensive too. I'm gonna walk over here real quick. Uh, sucks. Walk. I wouldn't have to pay. Yeah, super hard. And then I have Spanish. Accelerate. Go over here real quick. Oh, oh, it's hot as hell. All right, let's play Frogger. Frogger in reality. Come on, 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 come on. No, you want to take 3 hours. I'm good. I'm not trying to take 3 hours. I'm trying to get over here. You know what I'm saying? They just sit there. Can't stand that. Like, what are you doing? I just don't get that. Why drive if you're not going to drive? If you get in a vehicle, drive it. Don't just get in it and just sit there and get in people's way. Only here. Not really. They do it everywhere. But, right, give me a second. Let me see if I can do something. Unreal. All right. I got that taken care of. These folks seriously cannot drive. It is unbelievable. At least I got some fluids in my system. Oh. Can you still hear me, honey? Let me know if you can. Every time I watch them drive out here in front of me, I'm literally just perplexed. I'm like, wow. I don't know if you heard me right now, honey, but you think my channel will be okay for that little slip up? Literally, there's nothing else you can say. You see them drive, you're like, what the are you doing? What the hell was that maneuver? Like, you're going to drive right where I'm walking. Like, why? Like, you're going to go behind me. Why? Like, that's not what you do. Like, they don't make any sense. Like, it's just common sense, road etiquette, it's basic concepts of reality. Like, oh, it's like this guy. They want to act like they can't see what's walking in front of me. You see me. It's unbelievable, dude. And they ain't used to it down here. They're not used to like anywhere a real man just telling them how it is. Like, no, you need to, or gotta drive. That's why they love me out here because they're like, you gonna tell them all how it is. Ain't gonna sugarcoat it for them. Yeah, you're entitled to. People think that you own the entire road. Like, weird. Just wait, slave. You're nobody. Clear position. Know your place. Why? Because I'm not. All right. I love my honey. Love my honey. I love my Christina. You get my wife's name right. Christina. That's what he says in the movie, too. And the other guy, her name's Christina, I think, in the movie. But mine is Christina. It's hilarious. I hope I didn't miss it. But I doubt it. But yeah. I got my connections, Wody. I got my people. They be hooking me up, helping me. Got some water in my system, so it's important out here. They know I'm in this heat all day and wearing this mask and stuff, so yeah. Hold on real quick. It's easy as being a Rob Whack. Roach Motel, doing 24-hour streams, baby, you and me, girl. Golly, what the hell is wrong with that man? He's got some serious issues. I mean, some serious issues. That boy right there needs serious help. He needs help. He's out of control. Dude is ridiculous. I don't know how they do it either. I don't know how they keep things going. I don't know who's funding him. What? It's weird. He gets funded by like a criminal enterprise. Holy. Oh. I'm tired. How's everybody doing? Isn't it going to be exciting to do this like in New Orleans, like in New York? It'd be fun. It's going to be fun as hell. I'm going to be having a lot of fun too. It ain't going to be all seriousness. Like I'm going to have fun. Like people respect it, man. People don't like it. It's really to bring like peace because like I like the move, you know. You see a Batman just walk up like, stop what you're doing. Stop right there. Oh, who do you think you are? Throw that bottle in the trash. Never litter. Now. Why? Because I'm Batman. As I told you. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's super famous, honey. And we're gonna do couples content. You're gonna go out with me as Catwoman too. It's gonna be Batman and Catwoman working together. It's a combination. I don't know if that ever happened in the comics. Batgirl is boring. You were not Batgirl. You were Catwoman. You were designed and meant to be Catwoman. Well, they're the ones that are in love in some of the pictures I've seen. Catwoman and Batman. That's us. Literally, like perfection. That's what I'm saying. See, for me, all these things are really true. They all come to light and the truth. So they're depicting real things, depicting the legends. But yeah, I know you got my back, honey. And yeah, I've never had that before. So I can't wait, to have it in person for real. That's all I needed. Never had it. Yeah, like I said, out of anyone in the world and any lineup, I would pick you every time. That's just the truth. In every way. I saw the light, I saw the light, no more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light, I saw the light, no more darkness, no more night. I'm so happy, so inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the oh, it's hard to sit in this thing. It's hard to sit. Yeah. What are you doing right now, honey? I'm tired. Real tired. I got about 20 minutes. Did great views. 5:30 on Marine Scott. All right, this is starting to hurt me. 9 minutes. Live streaming and a begging rubber rack. Kind of hurt, man. Right here in my neck. Everything like shit. Good for a lot, man. A lot physically. Looks like this guy's like drinking or something. We do a lot of that down here. We will when we go to the island, honey. What'd you say? You wanted a margarita or what? Some of these folks is getting donations on here and buying Henny repads for their homegirl instead of putting the money into building something. Why, I don't know why y'all donate and throw your money away to people who are going to spend it on drinks. Ridiculous. But yeah, we'll go out to the island and drink responsibly, though. Very responsibly. We smart as hell about it. That's why you get a hotel like right there next to wherever you're going. That way, you just go right to your hotel room. You don't want to be out there walking like that. Honey, are you still there? Sorry. Ping. Oh, give me a second.